All right, guys, welcome to the next video. Today we're going to be talking about pretty much the 9th day of the TradeFlow competition. The day before, right, the Wednesday was a bit of a chaotic mess, to say the least. Trying to catch the longs, managing to catch the longs, refiring the bullet a couple of times, and then missing out on the good play. So again, if you haven't seen that video, make sure to watch it. It's the one before this. But yeah, in this lesson of Anomaly sequence, again, I'm showcasing you guys just my executions, right? If I keep showcasing my executions to you guys, you will better understand what my day-to-day thought process is, what I'm doing, my risk parameters, and understand how you could use the same thought process to apply to your own trading. So obviously this Thursday was quite a nice day. You should already kind of be able to see and guess already where I positioned myself. If you remember from my stories, again, we were short biased, right? We can even extend this imbalance over to Asia of the following day, understanding that, remember, this was that H1, H4 refined imbalance, and we had a very, very clear target, right? The target being these lows right here. So that being short-sighted, understanding that this was our sell-side liquidity, right? Which was quite easy to maneuver around. And then from there, again, we got one of two things, a little bit of a better concept than the Tuesday. We actually managed to get an imbalance that we could then trade off of in pretty much New York. Again, notice how I am okay with being behind the screens and being behind the market in this so-called dead time, which normal ICT SMC traders wouldn't like to partake in. And I'm very, very content with that. So overall, what we did here is one of two things, right? Again, we're understanding order flow. We are understanding what we're getting ourselves involved in. On your ETF, you notice that previous daily low is very much intact right here. And essentially what we're doing here is taking out Asia high. There's no previous daily high, and we're waiting for there to be a confirmation to trade lower. Price comes into this imbalance from the previous day right here, distributes higher, and actually then rolls over, seeks new liquidity, and that is then a very, very clear invalidation point. So what we can do from here and what we can kind of conclude is we can go to our middleman time frame, the H1, and you will notice one more time just how nice this is. Again, this is a little bit more of an aggressive one, right? If you were to refine it like this, you will see that that H1 imbalance refined on your M15, on your upper fractal of your execution time frame, actually gives you two imbalances. And this is kind of where you might start getting a little bit of head scratches. You're like, okay, but Max, why are we not actually waiting for a midpoint tap? Why are we not waiting for this one? Obviously, your probabilities are stacked, but then remember what I told you guys. What we want to do is we want to be playing under that Asia session, right? If this is our invalidation point and this is our expansion to the downside and our drawn liquidity is lower as well, we're not going to want price to come back in that range, right? Your invalidation point is actually really clear. You want to stay below all of this if you want to make sure that price will have enough fuel, enough momentum actually to target the sell side. So again, you have a very clear point of invalidation. Even on M15, you can see it. It's very, very clean. Literally here, shift entry off of the world's smallest imbalance, stop loss above local high, covering the distal line of this imbalance, and then just running it to the lows as such. It's really not that difficult. We're overlapping an imbalance right here. Mini imbalance, you can even execute on body closes, and then on M5 you can refine that one more time, and you can see exactly how we did that. Which was taking in pretty much this overlap right here. So this is the move, it completed itself right here. And what you can do is take this refinement of that leg, and you could have even had entries here, here, and pretty much anywhere in those three taps. So M15 shift entry was here, and then you could have waited for pullback, SL above the same area. Invalidation point is super clear. No partials, right? This is more of a final sprint type of play. Just let it hit home base as soon as possible. You could be aggressive with your SL, But again, you would have seen, as what I said many times, if you're doing SL break even and not taking partials, you're going to get knocked out, round tripped for absolutely fuck all. So you want to make sure that that's not the case. Again, here, order flow, holding here a little bit of a butt squeezer with, I believe, some sort of data release here. Insignificant in that case. But very clean, right? Very, very clean trade. This put me up a little bit more on the leaderboard. I didn't shoot this full bullet at 10% risk. I believe I only shot this at 5%, and that got me roughly 25 back out of it. So yeah, sorry, 21. Do the math here. Not a lot, at least not as much as the other positions that I did, but overall a very, very nice one to chip away at the lead, standing very, very confidently on the leaderboard, and yeah, making sure that we are going to position ourselves very well. At the date of this recording, you know I'm currently in second place, so I'm really, really excited to showcase you guys exactly everything that I did to get myself there. In cases like this, right, a little bit of mental solitude that I want to showcase. You have order flow on M15, you have order flow on M5. You want to see that being respected, so don't bring your invalidation point closer. You don't want to be bringing your stop loss to break even if around that break even area is an area that price can still be respected and can be held. So that's a little lesson for you guys there, and I'll see you guys on the next one.